So I guess going back to the question, Baz, why is it important for us as individuals to look after our own mental health?
Well, I mean, that's some interesting facts there, and I'm actually not surprised by what you've said, like at all, because I remember being a student and definitely having some experiences with mental health as well. I think for me, when I think about mental health, I think about it being linked in with physical health, and for me, I mean, in terms of us being able to sort of function on a daily basis, you need to look after both, and they're very closely linked. You know, your physical health is linked to your mental health, and vice versa. So it's really important if you want to sort of just function, especially in this day and age where things are moving really fast. There's a lot of changes. We're getting a lot of information. It's almost information overload. I think it's important for us to have sort of mental resilience, to be able to look after ourselves in this day and age, just for your general well-being as well. I mean, I think a lot of people don't realize how much your mental health can affect everything that you do on a daily basis. And I think sometimes we get so stuck in, you know, our sort of daily routine that we don't even realize that we might actually be going through something, because, you know, our lives nowadays, it's just very much, you know, you go to work and then, you know, you go to work, you get money, you go home, you sleep, and it's just kind of like rinse and repeat. And then even in, you know, as on the perspective of like a student, you know, it's just all about exams and trying to complete, you know, your uni work. So you're kind of just focused on sort of getting through the day and your sort of daily routine, that sometimes you might not even realize that you're actually like going through something, and you might not realize that your physical health is suffering as a result as well. So it's important to look after your mental health, literally just for your well-being and your happiness.
Yeah, that is so true. And I think, like you said, we don't really think about it, but your physical health is really important to helping you maintain your mental health. And I know that especially, you know, through doing like physical activities, whether it's like athletics or basketball or football or whatever, like it does, like you say, have that, you know, boost of energy, and you get the feel good hormones and all of that.
Yeah.
And I think that that's one of the things that people don't necessarily think of first, but it's definitely true when it comes to looking after your mental health. But I think also, like you said, that as students, you're kind of just like, even, you know, like, and I guess this applies for like any student. So whether you're doing your GCSEs or you're just about to finish your PhD, you're always like not necessarily focusing on like, I guess, what you're doing now, but it's always like, what's the next thing that I have to do? So what's the next deadline or the next assignment or exam or whatever? And it's always just like that case of you're always just like moving from one thing to another, and you don't really have that time to just relax. So yeah, I think it's definitely true that, you know, we need to prioritize our mental health. And it's definitely good to look after.